Hi guys, I'm very glad to see you again. So today I've prepared a very delicious recipe for you. It is called coconut ham curry and we are going to use pineapple with it. It is a Cambodian recipe, and of course we're going to use the Cambodian curry paste that I helped you to make in my previous video. So if you have already prepared that curry paste, then it'll be easy peasy to make this recipe, because all you're gonna need is ham, pineapple. If you can find all these ingredients, you will need fish sauce, you will need eggplant, milk, and a lot of other ingredients. And I'm gonna go from one ingredient to another so you can see what is needed for this recipe. This is so delicious. I hope that you enjoy making this video, and I hope that this is a very delicious dish, and I hope that you enjoy watching this video, and I hope that you get inspired to make your own Khmer, or what they call Cambodian dish. Alrighty. So to make this beautiful curry, coconut ham curry with pineapple, you are going to need one Asian eggplant. If you can't find this, you can use regular eggplant. It's still gonna work. Then you're going to use 1 tablespoon of tamarind pulp. So this is basically compressed tamarind, okay, tamarind pulp. And you're going to need 4 tablespoons of oil. You are going to use 2 to 3 tablespoons of Cambodian curry paste that I showed you in my previous video how to make it. So this is it. What I did, I made a bunch, and I am storing it in the refrigerator because I cook a lot of Khmer dishes. So this is one thing you can do, just keep it and use it as you go. So you're gonna use 3 to 4 tablespoons of crayon, and it's called crayon. This sauce is called crayon. And you're going to use about half a pound of ham. I'm gonna slice it, and you're gonna use some Thai basil to garnish your dish at the end. You are going to need a small pineapple. This is kind of medium size, so I'm gonna use maybe 3/4 of it. You will need coconut milk, about 250 milligram, or 8.5 ounces. So you will need as well fish sauce. Take a look at this. This is the brand that I like to use. You can use whatever you have handy or whatever you can find. We're gonna need about 1 to 2 tablespoons of fish sauce. If you like fish sauce a lot, you can use even 3 tablespoons. I like it, but I don't like to use a lot of it. So that's pretty much it. So I'll start dicing and cutting this eggplant, and we'll continue. So you don't need to peel this eggplant. You can just half it, cut it in half, and then long ways, and then you can put them all together and dice them in cubes. It's very easy to do it all at once. You can dice them in like 1-inch cubes. You can find this eggplant in a lot of Asian shops, even at your other international grocery stores. So this is how much you're gonna get probably. This will be plenty. So then we're gonna go ahead and slice the ham in pieces. So I have ham that's kind of already sliced ham, and so it's spiral ham, and I'm gonna just cut in little, like maybe 3-4 inch pieces. I'm not gonna cut them in cubes necessarily, so they will look kind of like this long. So when you stir fry, they will look pretty. Try to, you could take the excess fat off of it, or any kind of parts that you don't like. And the skin sometimes can be rough, so take some parts that don't look good or you don't like to eat. So good ham will make this dish very tasty and delicious. So friends, I already sliced up the ham. We have already cubed cubed eggplant, I'm sorry. And I'm going to show you how to cut pineapples. You know, it's not hard to cut a pineapple at all. It's just that you need to know how to cut it. So I'm going to use a bigger knife, and make sure you wash the pineapple first. So just to let you know, we're going to slice the top cap of your pineapple, and if you plant this part in the ground, in 2 years you'll have a whole pineapple again available in your yard, in your garden. So I'm going to go ahead and plant it later, but I will use the rest of the pineapple. So go ahead and slice the top, the cap of the pineapple. Oops, sorry for the noise. We'll set this aside. Then you can go ahead and cut the skin off. And when you cut the skin off, go a little deeper, not too deep, but try to cut where you can also take off these eyes off of the pineapple. Do you see those? So I don't like eating those, so you can, and the pineapple looks good when you don't have those, you don't leave those on it. So go ahead and chop all that outer part off of your pineapple. You know, pineapple goes really good with pork dishes, so you're gonna love this dish if you make it. It's not a hard dish, it's just that you need to find a few ingredients and make the curry paste so you can cook this dish. So we're gonna need to cube this pineapple. So the core is hard. Let me show you. The core is hard. Our goal is to get rid of the core, and the easiest way that you can do that is just cut the sides of the pineapple. Try to leave the middle still, because the middle part, the heart, is kind of hard, so you don't want to eat the middle part. You want to take the sides, and the sides are going to be softer and juicier and tastier. So this is the middle of your pineapple, the heart of your pineapple, basically. We're going to discard this, and we have some big pieces of pineapple. I will not use all of these pieces in this dish because this is a medium-sized pineapple, so maybe use 3/4 of what I've cut so far, and I will save the rest. So to cube the pineapple, you will need to, so these are your slices. Just cube them, slice them lengthwise, and then cube them like that, just like you did with the eggplant. So, and then put them in your plate for the dish. Please leave a comment, and if you get to cook this dish, I would love you to share your experience of making this yummy, delicious recipe. So and let me know if you need to know about any of these ingredients. So the first thing that you're going to do to make this dish, you're going to combine tamarind pulp in the water, half a cup of water in a small saucepan. So I'm going to use this pan, and I'm going to combine my tamarind in half a cup of water, and I'm going to bring it to boil. Okay, I'm gonna try to stir it little by little so it kind of gets dissolved, and then once it gets dissolved, I'm gonna strain it and set it aside. So that if this is your first time of cooking tamarind with tamarind, just to let you know, this compressed tamarind that I have, it's very concentrated, and we're trying to soften it by mixing it with water, and so it's going to take a few minutes, but it will eventually dissolve, and then we will strain the excess water. You know, tamarind is very delicious. You can find some tamarind that's been sweetened already, and it's quite pleasant to eat just by itself. It has big, huge seeds, and you can take them out and eat the pulp. Very delicious. So, so my tamarind came to boiling point. You kind of need a small strainer like that, or whatever you have, and just kind of try to strain extra water through your strainer. So there you go. And so all you're gonna be left with is soft, hydrated tamarind. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to stir. So we're gonna stir fry ham with tamarind. So you're going to use 4 tablespoons of oil, and you're gonna put it in your wok. This dish, this frying pan is called wok, W-O-K, and it's specifically designed for a lot of dishes. So next thing that we're going to do is we're going to stir fry ham with Khmer Cambodian curry. So I am warming up my oil right now, 4 tablespoons of oil. Then we'll stir fry the ham and the sauce, Cambodian curry paste. So as soon as the oil gets hot, I'm gonna go ahead and add 3 to 4 tablespoons of this sauce to my wok, and I will combine the pork parts. So oil is pretty hot. It's starting to sizzle. I'm gonna add 4 tablespoons of Khmer curry paste, and with a wooden spatula, you can start stirring the paste with ham. Try to stir the paste first, and then it becomes so fragrant. Smells so good. Try not to burn it. Kind of fry it carefully by stirring around, and it smells so good. You know, it smells like lemongrass, ginger. It smells like galangal and garlic. I mean, all those flavors are just like in kaffir lime leaves. You know, in the video where I present to you how to make this sauce, you will see that I used some kaffir limes to make this paste. So you can grow a kaffir lime tree in your yard. You can buy it at the Asian market actually, if you have one around next year. And you just grow it, and if you love Cambodian dishes, you can easily use the leaves from your kaffir lime tree. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and add the ham slices and stir it all together with my curry paste. So I'm gonna increase the temperature a little bit so it can stir fry quickly. Guys, it smells incredible. So when it starts cooking, you need to kind of move it around, toss it around, so every part of ham gets that incredible sauce, gets covered, gets caramelized with that curry paste, because that's what is going to make this dish incredible. So the ham is still cooking. Try to fry it where the ham, until the ham gets kind of brown. Then we will proceed with the next step. It smells incredible. So I would like you to pay attention to one little detail. Earlier we strained tamarind pulp, and we are going to use the water that came out from tamarind, and we will discard the pulp that got strained. So just remember that. So the ham looks pretty good. Now we will go ahead and pour tamarind water into the main mixture, and the cubed pineapples on top of the ham. And you're going to cook for about an hour. Try to get everything kind of mixed well. Mix that all together. So this mixture is going to cook for about 1 hour. It's going to be incredibly delicious. So as the pineapple and ham are cooking, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of fish sauce. You know, I'm going to actually add 2. I love fish sauce, but I like it in moderation. So that should be enough for me. So I just to let you know, a long time ago I did not like fish sauce, but now I love it. It really is one of the secret ingredients to a lot of good and delicious recipes, Asian recipes. So please find it, and yes, you do need it. So our stir fry looks pretty cooked. We will go ahead and add our last ingredient, which is cubed eggplant, and we'll continue cooking for about 10 minutes until eggplant gets kind of soft. So add your eggplant and one more ingredient, which is your coconut milk. So when we cut our coconut open, we had some coconut water coming out of it. So, but this is coconut milk. It's not coconut water. So don't confuse those two things together. I'm gonna open this package and pour it in a stir fry mix. So just kind of pour it all around over your stir fry, and it looks very delicious. Your mix is gonna get kind of yellowish, bright yellowish, and cook this eggplants with the ham and pineapple in the curry sauce for about 10-15 minutes. It'll be ready until eggplant is tender. And you stir in it, eggplant, until it gets cooked. It's important that eggplant becomes kind of soft in this dish. So we can set the temperature to medium, and just let it all cook a little longer. So while our dish is cooking, a part of our dish is cooking, I am going to try to cut this coconut. So and I'm gonna cut this coconut, and I'm gonna use half of it for pouring my dish to taste my dish. So guys, take a look. I actually cracked it open, so I'm gonna need a little bowl to save the juice from this pineapple, from the coconut. Take a look at this. You see? It's dripping. We will save it, and then we can drain it. It's quite a bit of coconut water here. Wow, this is incredible, y'all. Listen. Wow, very good. Okay, so I'll go ahead and put that water in here and continue to cut this pineapple. But so I'm gonna go ahead and pull it apart. So look at this. We've got these two halves, almost halves. Very delicious. I'll push it inside a little bit and save this to kind of pour my delicious dish in it. So friends, it looks like everything is cooked and smells delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little bit of portion into coconut, and I'm gonna enjoy my delicious ham and coconut pineapple fish. So take a look. You can have coconut and just pour it all in here like that. Just stir fry. It's so delicious, and tastes and smells good. And you can also top your stir fry with definitely put a little bit of sauce on there. You can top it with Thai basil, and voila, it's so good. I can't wait to eat it. I'm going to go ahead and turn the stove off and enjoy this meal.